Good evening, everybody. Let's get this show started. Okay, pursuant to the requirements of the Open Public Meetings Act, adequate notice of this meeting has been published in the Burlington County Times and Trenton Times on the 5th day of January 2025. Additionally, posted on the official bulletin board of the Township of Pemberton on the first day of January 2025. Those wishing to be notified of changes to scheduled meetings are notified via email or regular mail. Please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Ward?
Here.
Mr. Doyle?
Here.
Mr. Dewey?
Here.
Mr. Harper?
Here.
Mr. Bianchini?
Here. Meeting is now called to order. We're switching some things around on the agenda. We're going to have the presentation from the Pemberton Township Education Foundation to start everything off. So where are you, Terry? You're up. No.
Hello, everybody. Most of you know me as Terry Maldonado, former Board of Education. Now I stepped into a new role of the Vice President of the Pemberton Township Educational Foundation. So the way we came about the Educational Foundation is after the Pemberton Township school system lost $16 million in state aid, we came up with a kind of like a little alumni kind of thing, and we kind of had little meetings with the superintendent of how can we help the school system. And the way we came about was creating a 501c3. So with that being said, Pemberton Township Schools cannot bond because we are a former Abbott district. So we came along with the 501c3, and we are trying to help the Pemberton Township School. Our first objective is to try to help build a football field at the Pemberton Township High School. Now, if you have any history of the Pemberton Township High School and the school system, you would know that the football field is located at the Helen Fort Middle School. And it is there because I'm class of '84, Pemberton alumni. That was my high school. Miss Campbell is class of 1980, also a Pemberton alumni. So we're trying to find ways to help our school system outside of their general budget. And we're going to try to work together. And Miss Campbell, you're up.
Oh, thank you.
So good evening. My name is Ingrid Campbell, proud class of 1980, lifetime resident here once I came here via military. So I've been here since 1971. Chose to stay here when everybody else was moving out. And part of it is the investment. We also have children. Sam and I have two children, class of 2003, 2007. So we continue to invest in our community. So part of the foundation is building. You already have our PowerPoint slides, but the most important thing is for you to understand who we are and for the community to understand, just like with Imagination Kingdom and other projects that we've taken on in our time here in our community, it takes the community to move the community. And so with that, this year is all about building. You see our officers, and that the mission truly is through a board of trustees, to work with the Board of Education, to work with you, to work with our merchants, our community members, Fort Dix, McGuire, and everyone else along the way to ensure that programs can be funded where NJDOE funds have been cut, and they will continue to be cut. And so we have to make up for that process. As former Board of Education president for 5 years, I went through the Abbott process, and I always told everyone, once these funds are gone, they are gone. It is up to us to use them wisely, to invest, and to make sure that we leave legacy. So with that, we also have to be progressive, and begging for our lawmakers to give us funds is not going to do it. So with that, our goal is to, as you see, to ensure that programs that we support facility upgrades, which is what the sports complex is all about, educational resources and equipment which are not part of the regular school budget. Would you like to come up? Please. We're creative.
I'll quickly introduce myself. I am a resident of Pemberton Township. I have been for 35 years, not to age myself on the podium. I did not graduate from Pemberton Township, but I can remember I'm a Hornet for life. And I know for a fact that our township lacks the resources, and it does take a community to make a difference. And I know we're trying to navigate some type of positivity, some uplifting within the community, and I think this is a great initiative for us.
So we do have as any foundation, let me get back to the mic. As in any foundation, we have a plan, so it's a multi-year plan. So we're in the year 1. So with that, as you see, that we're in the formation process. We're good with the state of New Jersey as far as registering as a 501c3, as a charity organization. And of course, we are now waiting for the federal government and the IRS to finalize the paperwork. Waiting. I may have more gray hair by the time they're done, but also that we have formulated our board and trustees. And where you come in is really creating that community awareness, both school-wide but community-wide. So you're going to see us at many community events and just out there because it's word of mouth. We also have the working committees that are chaired by each of your officers based on expertise and skills. So you see finance. So Ken will be responsible for the donation management and accountability of diverse project funding. Volunteer coordination, Terry's taking that. She's responsible for ensuring school and community partnerships to create that local awareness. Grant writing. So again, the goal is we're doing fundraising, local, but also national. The one magical part of Pemberton Township, and that we want our graduates and our community to know, we go everywhere in this world. And with that, we also have connections, but we have to make our alumni aware, former residents aware. And so the goal is, but then to also reach out to philanthropic outreaches and local and state. So I will be responsible for that along with Angelica. And then the marketing, which is Angelica's baby, as far as website, social media, and just creating that social presence. So it just passes on from one to the other. And then you see, it just continues, years 1 through 3, continuing with stadium funding, auxiliary funding. It means that we're not just locked in to the stadium, even though that is the biggest capital expense support that we're doing. But it means that if a teacher has a great idea for an extra club and there's no funding, that they will do a grant application to the foundation. We will determine the need and availability of funds, and however we can support the district to move great projects ahead. If somebody needs extra equipment to really take it from an 8 to a 10, that's our goal. And then year 3 and on, the goal is to always, as in anything, is to build sustainability. I'm not going to be here forever. The goal is from our officers to our trustees, we continue to train. I'm a teacher by trade, professor by trade, so everything is about a teaching opportunity. So the goal is, and we always say we're behind. We have communities that have had foundations for 20 and 30 years. We are behind. So our goal is to grow it and keep it going. Please, that's your baby.
Okay, so as you can see on the screen here, this is our active website where you can find us. We're getting ready to prepare for donations from our community members. So we're looking for full participation and the support of the board, just spreading awareness, getting in contact with our community members, just getting the message out there that we're here to make a difference. And as Dr. Campbell mentioned, having the communication with our community members, having those appropriate conversations, building for not just now, but the next generation. Not everything is going to change or be right away for us. And we're just looking for that support from everyone here, from the board, and from our community members to be active participants in our initiatives. So that, yeah. Okay. Are you gonna do the quote? Oh, no. Oh, no. You can come and do the quote. But I would say that, just to touch back on the grant writing portion, I am working on my doctorates, and I am focusing on Pemberton Township. And the biggest thing that I worry about us not being community. And I really hope that we can get past a lot of the things we're going through right now. I really do, and I hope within my thesis I can change the narrative of us.
And lastly?
Can I go before you?
Yes, please.
So one thing that I want to do as far as community, I borrowed probably 24 yearbooks from the Pemberton Township High School of Pemberton through the years. And one thing that I am challenging my committee to do is to go through the yearbooks and find pictures to get people excited about. Because we are going to release a video of the Educational Foundation, but I want somebody to say, I want Mr. Harper to say, oh my God, there's my brother, there's my sister, there's my mother. I want that sense of community to come back because we are missing that in Pemberton Township. I'm born and raised in this town. I've been here for 59 years, and I want to bring back that community spirit. So if anybody wants to join the foundation, we'll be more than happy to take you and bring you in and make you work very hard. Ms. Campbell.
Come out to homecoming we tailgate, and again, that was a spontaneous community event that we started 10 years ago. So we tailgate at homecoming. And from there, we have alumni, candidates come out, they talk with us, but it's just an opportunity for everyone to come and congregate and just remember. And most important thing is, there are no naysayers allowed. There are no negative Annies and Andies allowed. We have enough of that in our lives. We need positivity because no one told, everyone, lots of folks were saying Imagination Kingdom is not possible. We raised $200,000 in 2 years on our own. So we are absolutely capable. And so I'm leaving you with this. The vision must be followed by the venture. It is not enough to stare up the steps. We must step up to the stairs. I challenge all of us to see the vision, support the vision, and see what we can grow in Pemberton. So thank you for your time. Do you have any questions? It's a work in progress, and along the way, we will keep you updated, just like we keep the superintendent updated so he can update the board. So it will be our pleasure to also update you along the way. You just determine to us how you would like that. Would you like that in a yearly report? Whatever is necessary to help along the way. Absolutely, we appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Closed session resolution number 292, 2025, authorizes council to go into closed session. I do think we have some items. Can I get a motion?
Make a motion to go into closed session.
Second.
Mr. Harper?
Yes.
Mr. Doyle?
Yes.
Mr. Ward?
Yes.
Mr. Dewey?
Yes.
Mr. Bianchini?
Yes. We'll be back as soon as we can. Talk amongst yourselves.
Oh, really? Dan Smith, I thought was a good BA until I started looking at some of the stuff after he left. Oh, I loved Pat. Pat was very honest, very upfront. Yeah, I didn't want him to leave, but he wound up leaving more because of his family. So, he fell and broke his leg. His wife died. Right, and then after she died, it was like all the traveling and stuff like that, and his family, his sons lived someplace else, so he wanted to get able to go visit them and stuff, so, cool. Wish you luck, man. If you need a reference, gladly give you one. I like Pat a lot. The new lady, we have a new lady there, she seems to be good.
Yeah, this is my.
Yes, have a new full-time. We had two part-timers who were alternating days, kind of deal. That was expensive. I think we're keeping one of them as a consultant now and then. So I was at give her like 10 hours.
the ribbon cutting ceremony. The new one. It's handicap, so. You know what color died, right? You know what kind of ribbon it is? You know, if you're coming past the Pemberton, Pemberton Township, turn on Magnolia, and you drive down, you'll see the link. You'll see a dirt road at the end. Just make a left, just park.
Right.
And then you just go to where the boat is.
Right. Yeah, unfortunately, that part we don't get. Well, we're also, but by New Jersey law,
Yeah.
no, it's not. And, but we're not doing it, we're not doing it because we don't want to. Because by law. So that's, you know, like, a lot of people, when they go to get on the board for the first time, they think, well, we're just gonna get on there, we're just gonna do X, Y, Z. And it's like, yeah, just let me know who you do X, Y, Z, because unfortunately, if you do that,
It shouldn't have like.
how many times you're in school boards. So, and that's where the problem is. You know what I mean?
Sometimes it's a little harder.
Oh, really?
There's all the township website. You go into it, so
You're hauling kids, you'd be on the safer side of anything.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
I don't know,
They came from Germany.
but I'm pissed because you guys started at that place. And I know his family. They told me straight out, he's okay.
Chilly out.
I was okay, right?
I think those two things, yeah, experience. Remember, we can only go by what we're doing.
Right.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna be a shock.
And when we go down, when you Google it, you didn't find it. If I did Google it.
Oh, no, all right.
I mean, it's pretty bad. Before I retired, the owner called me, he said, "Doc, he's been sitting around now." First time I I said, if I come back, I go back to work. I don't know how much money. You work whatever hours you want. Well, I know people that did that too.
Yeah.
And then, more and more and more and more.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not,
A little bit more each week.
like I said, if Bobby retired, and she said he's going to go back to work,
Okay.
I would love that. Because I've been straight from mechanical for that.
Try to catch up on stuff that I let go. I work harder than mine, I didn't have work.
Although I tried to go through four Mondays, I just went, I have a thing for only types of laps from like, you up? You gonna go week Wednesday?
You don't start a recall. They open them up and leave them open.
For a while, one of them was
What we had told them is for the easier to pull in, easier to back out. But if they don't fit the money in seal plated apartment, they ain't gonna last long. That's why I always. Just all put,
Oh, really?
I bought. I'll have it at, Chatsworth this weekend.
You gotta go in this weekend.
All the whole thing is perfect. building another one now.
Oh, really?
71 year.
Oh.
But that one's gonna be a big one.
I'm gonna say you want this headache. Oh, I know. The same headache on the door. We're running again.
So what do you get next?
It's a lot of work, but it's worth it. I think he got mad at me. He said I took
I get so mad that even in the world today, somebody stop for people. I don't care what color you are, you treat people with respect.
one of my favorites. I don't care what color you are, what race you are.
Yeah,
But two girls this week, that's kind of cool. I just had Allison discuss. It was actually kind of cool, so. That's my trip. Allison. So, the girls were You went to Manchester. That's where, that's the Cub Scout troop he was in. Oh. And then when he transferred up, came over to us. Right. And I guess he decided to go back to the business schedule better. When's their schedule?
tell me how you're gonna be.
We go to the volunteer.
So we'll see. Oh, November is almost a year. November of last year. It's all. Oh, you know, like, yeah. Oh, well, no, you can why you delete everything. Don't you know how to delete stuff? The government's not coming after you. Well, just me looking at it. Hey, they can do anything they want. All they need is a job. Hey, I wouldn't be surprised if it costs. But they have to go find the hole first. We'll plan a trade. Oh, is the computer not working? Who? Hey, you sound like my doesn't work. Tell you what. They'll lose the. Yeah, but there's something wrong with the boxes. So what you do is smash the TV. Probably $600. Apparently you can do computer stuff and then watch TV. Samsung TV. Then you have Comcast, then you have satellite. You know, when you. Well, you just have the internet. What's that do?
Oh, okay, everything's good, but, Pemberton Township meeting.
Well, you can rent the box. Well, that's, how old's your box? Brand new? When you go? Is it the tower, the white tower? With the light? Okay, so they have.
When it goes green, it's good, when it goes. White, it's good. They've got like.
You turn off the box. Don't turn off the box.
That's funny. See the girl that goes right on there?
You just hit the power button on the back and you hold it till it resets.
All the other girls there.
And it has to work the whole time. All you have to do is reset it. There's a little white button.
When I first saw her, I thought she was like.
It's the size of this camera.
In a year or two, how old are you? She's like 12. Okay.
Or it goes back to the home screen. Like whatever you want.
We have someone, we only have 30 minutes. And that's because we didn't advertise. So we have. Expensive TV. And the Xfinity stream. Just work on one TV.
I heard, it was just Mike, Joy, Gary Anderson. And occasionally, he would call someone in the small press. The large press was, yeah, they're done, they're there.
Digital is just taking over.
Yeah, Gary,
You're probably under the
so are you direct hire or you in truck? Yeah, I haven't talked to him. 5 months. He was still too young to retire. So he's still trying to keep whatever he can. And I think he brokers it out to some of the yearly raises are. Yeah. But it was not, I think they were saying this one, they're getting at least 2 others. I think but yeah, I've been retired basically. I mean, I started on the phone, email. They got 3 raises a year. In fact, you couldn't get products with even customers. I had institute science here in Princeton. I sent them that when was hiring. I did all of the vaccine before they would let me up there and yeah, had to send it up. Most of the others were shut down as well.
I don't know what it is, but we are not.
Everybody started going up online.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know my troops do. 2001, I started my own.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, you were surprised. I was doing very well. Yeah.
And then that way we're
I was having a hard time getting paid.
parts of town.
Sugar.
There's some people that say they want to be yelled, but we
They
don't
like
have any
bulls.
scouts.
You know, net 30, you're waiting 120 days. By the time you get your money, it's too late. So I just said, you know what? And then I had a shop in
Yeah, I know.
Delaware.
And then we also had,
Came and they wanted to buy me out.
some of the scouts
So it's too
outlive
far to
them.
drive. Right, not going.
Yeah. That's a high end.
Yeah.
2 hours.
Yes. So I sold all the equipment to him, I sold all the customers to him.
Yeah.
Started dropping
And the
stock.
people that were doing,
I put it,
that were doing it out there,
then I became a mechanic and I did it for a long time.
drive right on
Had a
the back.
retirement, I like it.
There you go.
Hard work.
22 years with it.
Were you? Yeah.
Yeah, they should.
Came out.
I usually park at the end of the street. I do.
My wife retired.
I do, because I do the same thing, or when we're picking up, I just drive beside them. She walks next to me. Nice location, they walk.
My daughter's a school. Yep.
But yeah, and I got, she, to send emails out. She retired. I just got that email. So we'll send it to,
Send it through to us at the high school.
yeah, so to the other people, any, or to the teachers, like, we send it to all the schools. All of those 3.
And I know everybody has that. You also have the Lock Club, ladies of character. My daughter has to go. So that's a good, that's a good club.
She's young.
Anybody
I said, no, I said, but where else can you go on your decent place? I mean, you may go out in the industry,
if you send,
the benefits you get from just,
a digital flyer for me to send out,
I'm
I'll
assuming
put
she
it in
lives
this, box.
lives in my rental property next door to me.
That has those clubs.
There you go.
And I'll
So,
touch base with them personally to say, if you want to join the club,
that's good. I commuted for years.
Yeah, I did it for a couple of years.
53 years.
I was gonna say, I went from Herman Express to Ariana Reese's.
Send it
No, I did, Providence Prince to Princeton Corporate Rec.
But yeah,
And then we moved to North
it's
Brunswick.
kind of weird, because whenever I
And I
just
was
send
like,
in emails, when it comes to
3 months,
stuff,
and I was like, see
I
ya.
would send it via
And my
my
buddy
home
Steve,
email address.
I mean, he just retired not too long ago.
Well, should I do stuff like that too? Because like I'm a parent.
I went
and
from
then
there, I went to
I'm
American
like,
Standard.
I need to
Because
send
they
an
were in
email
charge.
as a parent and not my
But then all the
That's
realignments
why
they
it's
kept
like, I'm
having.
back off my.
When I started there,
my board
I had
meeting.
Saturday and Sundays off, and I realized that was like a shit. And then we had, I had Sundays and Mondays off, so I could live with that, just my wife was so much of 4 days.
Okay.
Then they realigned, they were giving me Mondays and Wednesdays off, I'm see you later.
Fundraising,
Yeah,
Back in the
that's what she did.
That's when I started doing plastic.
where they can get like 250.
I liked it.
Yeah.
Because it's old rich.
Our troop's gonna do
Left
5
there,
for
went
Thanksgiving.
plant manager for Cajun Fibers, making installations of Detroit cars, they were in Colorado.
Oh, okay.
Got hurt. Back in Buck, place out that I worked for.
Okay.
I did it for quite a few years. So I said, I'm done. Having your own business is just, that's tough. It is. It's tough. My buddy's like, I'm gonna stop. I said, listen, let me tell you something. I said, I was getting calls 10 minutes on the morning. You're overseas. You don't have to answer the phone.
I love the
You
way.
don't have business.
Yep, yep.
But I was hand feeding, you know, a lot of the silkscreen and stuff. If the automatic person, people would give you shipping, they couldn't do it. And I said, your guys aren't trained on it.
Oh, I didn't
That's the
think I
best
had
thing.
either.
Walking out, that's why they wanted me to go there, because of the macro tools. All the little workers, they couldn't do it on their automated machines, I was doing it by hand. I was doing process work by hand.
Yeah, you had the niche.
Yeah. I still have my vinyl press, I never got rid of that.
No?
Because I got into lettering trucks and all that stuff. I kept it.
Yeah, yeah.
Haven't turned it on in about 2 years now. Still there.
So how was France?
I was there in 1980.
This trip to Iceland, and it was through, yeah,
No,
a bunch
81.
of other leaders doing the same thing, in the same shoes, and then we're traveling by themselves, so we were all together. I met people from California, from Minnesota, from Virginia, from Texas, like all like-minded people.
I'm gonna head up that way probably next week because they got a supply yard right on the street that carries decking and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep, I know.
I may stop in to see Mike and Gary.
Yeah, if they're there. Yeah, I haven't even spoken.
In the beginning, I was just, oh, no, so much.
I would have stayed there if it wasn't for his mom.
And it,
Because when I started there, she had promised me in 30 days she would give me the raise that I wanted.
Yeah, yeah.
how
My father got sick
them traveling and sitting there open and experiencing things
2.5 months in.
changes.
I was out for a couple of weeks. And I came back, she goes, we got proof of stuff all the
Oh,
way.
remember I
That's
traveled.
when I left. I proved what I could do.
Yeah, yeah.
Never went.
Yeah, that wasn't.
That's,
No, but I've been to other places that were.
I never.
A lot of family.
Are you talking about student? No influence. I'll tell you this.
Like a lot of people here, and then the fact that they built up to it, we talked about it, we planned for it, they funded, we planned. Like, I think, because, and I've told a lot of other people, like, you can't compare what I've done to
Papers and all the reporters are out.
I built this from them at a very young age, and now they're, you just want to sit somewhere. I'm like,
Nate?
when they were like brown, we did like a roll weekend into like the Rocky Horse Ranch. And Like I'm excited for it, I wanna do all this, but at the same time, that's why I want to put the back burner, like, this is it. I was like, I'm gonna,
See,
even
that's,
if I ever want another trip in my life, I would never.
see, that's one thing that I like about the Scout Club is that, like, we were president when I was a kid, they still ran. They're still ran. They're still doing the same stuff that I did when I was a kid. And I'm hoping that people more so that's why we constantly.
Amazon will take care of you, they like you. I'm gonna tell you right now, my niece's husband, when they moved, way over. He went from Jersey to Florida, and they paid his move, they bought his house, they took care of him.
Yeah.
He said, you have to look at them.
You do.
But they'll take care of you.
Yeah, oh, he's been there for,
So they don't have a lot of time. So
Tell them
I'm
to do it, they'll
trying.
take care of you very well.
he's been there that long, he said, I've seen these people, they go like they've been hit in a war.
Anything, and I want to know how the relationship
It's all in how you treat people. If you treat people right, they will bend your back for you and help you every day.
He's in safety procedures. He likes what he's doing. So, right now, does a good job.
She's still a scout. Yeah, that person.
Oh, yeah, no matter where you go.
I said, when I was young, I said, I treated people, they did their job. I said, he had issues. His mouth got in trouble. Because I'm the person who's gonna tell you what to do. I decided to step in, and then one of the guys that was his boss became my boss. And she tried to shoot me.
I'm also dealing with admin stuff because now we have the whole phone stuff, and I'm doing that.
Papers,
Like,
they
with
just
the
stay.
so she's running around doing it, and I'm listening, like I'm hearing, but I didn't know what was going on. And then she leaves the conference, and then the phone rings, and I said,
But I'm going back in there.
I know that she like
Like I said, it's all in how you treat
but I
people.
know that it's vice principal. So I'm trying to get back to the phone, and they're like, nobody's answering. I need you to put me on.
Unlike our neighbor.
Oh, please. You know, when I first met her,
They're whole walking,
where you hear about it, and you find out, you're like, oh,
leave, and then,
I understand.
yeah, so.
Pursuit.
I don't know what grade
we
that
have
kid
total
is
hell.
at, but he's underclass. And they also have a senior.
Well, one or two, and it was just one, not too long.
And then,
So we got the text.
I'm going to be
and it's not, so there's two in our school, I believe, one in the middle school and one in high school.
have any discussion about
I don't like those schools ever, you know, in the spring,
what's the
how do they make all that stuff rips me apart.
She did a picture of the new girls, like,
I'm just curious. What's your
believe it or not, she's 12.
well, they can't do anything.
All of
You
them.
ever see those boys, it's like the boys part.
Her, yeah. It's kind of funny, it's kind of when I was like, this is when I first met her,
you can't make it, you cannot make it. You never will. And I said,
But even after you're
and then I tell them, I said, this is the rest of my background.
It's one thing about BSA.
If I don't do this illegal, that's all.
I would, like, if I wanted to, I'm not making myself in that situation.
You don't wanna hang yourself out.
No,
His scouts, they're getting pulled out 30
no,
years.
I'm sorry, I mean, my dog leaving permits on certain ones.
Well,
Come back to it,
My
because
deck
it's
is 90
something that
feet
I
long.
want to do. So
Goes down,
I'm kind of like,
goes down 52 foot and goes across the back.
find an assistant.
I'm doing 52 foot.
Gladly turn it over to them.
I know I gotta get to it.
I don't want you, I don't want you
This year,
to give away.
it's gonna cost me nothing. Plus I gotta redo the decking, that's what I wanna do.
That's why I did that.
She goes, well, come see me, and you know, that's what we're doing.
Yeah, full session. You never know how long.
Screening? Like I said, I mean, I don't wanna be up there.
No, you're open to that kind of critique and people were going to be, especially if they don't agree with it.
Right, and my father-in-law passed away. That's how I became, started going on. He had AIDS, for the most part, strap set, so I didn't know it was a push button.
Okay.
So I started doing that. Maybe he was grandfather, and they couldn't touch him. So the one code enforcement, got all out.
Hey, America, do you have a calendar here? Can I come over? Look at it. Okay, hold on. No?
Doing everything you have to do. You can't make it down.
That's a calendar.
And I said to her, eventually, I said, when I'm done, what I need to get done, I want to reside that house. And I'm gonna reside the house. But I said, it's just me, I'm not paying you to do it.
Literally, that's all you have to see. And then to evaluate.
I saw that one line, you added it, and I didn't know what it was talking about.
Simple as it can be.
I didn't just read it. Can I get it?
I started doing that during COVID. Ripped up all the decks.
Wow.
Pressure treated. It has to be 31 years. I can't complain. But then I thought, I'm gonna be a track because I was staying every year, looking at it.
Maintenance,
And back during COVID, just the decking material, framing is good on my deck. $28,000. And I turned the decking boards over and set them on top. And that's how it's been for the last 6 years. And now I have to do it. Well, if I put the roof over, because it's gonna cover most of the deck. That pressure treated will last more than my life. And it's not in the weather now, so I don't worry about it. And I said from back, I'll put the Trex in, but I'll paint the decking the same color as the Trex. So it's extremely that'll save me a lot of money. Matter of fact, the roof's not even costing me that much It's going down now.
now it's going down.
Yes.
But in comparison, this is down.
No, it's not where it was.
No, and it'll never get back where it was.
When I first started, I built that deck in 1999 for my daughter a couple years ago. With a 1,200 square foot kitchen, I built that house. And I was gonna use cedar back then. And I thought, I was gonna use money, I was gonna use money.
Still got treated. pressure treated, it's not lifetime. Let me tell you. It'll give you so many years depending on exposure and where.
That was the thing, I mean, every year I stayed. I mean, that was costing me $700. And that's what I said. And always, I would have said, I was like, no, I like the sun. I said, you still get light, you just need the sun. And I said, I'll tell you what happened. There's a roof on this part of it, and in the back part of it, we put a solar. Well, you have to cut the trees down. I did. She likes the trees. She's a tree fanatic.
Okay.
I'm not allowed to cut trees down. It's funny because I, in the middle, because I have an open field, and in the middle there was a huge pine tree. One day she was running, my father was alive. We dug around it. I climbed up, I hooked a tree to it. I pulled this one to it, strung it out, and it was like a pole.
My son,
She came home, she goes, where'd that pine tree go?
I never mentioned it.
I think she noticed it a couple of days, she just,
Right away. Listen.
I tried.
Yeah, yeah, I get it.
Now she wants to do wrought iron railings. She's gonna spend money. But the way we look at it is, when we go, my daughter came out, it's gonna be a good house.
He's going to get a house. Him and her son, who has lived here since he was born. Basically, we're raising, but Joe,
You know what the number one seller?
my oldest stepson.
They have like
The cameras and all the security systems. Len,
Lenny Kenny.
yep.
they have
He's my stepson.
they lease storage for their popcorn. It's like,
Warren, my daughter,
they are very,
she works
and our trip just kind of, I sold three cases left.
So she's getting
they haven't had him come in yet.
He's got this, he's gonna get what he wants.
Yeah. She said, I don't know if they're gonna put him in special treatment because we have special treatment.
He's thinking,
He's looking to get her. She's looking to get her meds. She's gonna have to go to state, I think, to get from those. That open meds.
I said, what I find is, when you got money,
You got enough money, yeah. Yep. So.
Lenny Kenny.
Yeah, yeah.
Lenny Kenny for a long time.
He, yeah, he couldn't stop around. He said, what I like to do, and I'm getting paid, he said, you never push him out. And I've told his mother's told him, so, keep an eye on benefits. Keep cutting them. Retirement, decent retirement package. You gotta keep an eye on what's going to be down the road, because she may want to get out before that happens.
See, now, I didn't have 25 years. But I'm on my wife's policy. She was like,
Okay, yep.
So when you go over the double probation, but I had
Yeah.
and then he's just telling me something might change. If I invaded the guy that's my boss, he stayed, made him look good.
Yeah.
I want to make him look bad.
Yeah. You don't think about retirement when you're
No, and that's, because that's what when I worked for her,
I learned that so much quicker now, it's like, I do it once, and you learn it.
I wasn't chasing retirement. I was chasing but I saved my money to my whole life.
Yeah.
My father taught me how to save when I was a kid. I taught my daughter. My daughter started to use it. I taught her how to save. She's building my rental property. I make her pay taxes and I make her pay her utilities.
Yep.
So here's the note. When we go, she can move over here. She can move over here. She'll have, with my father. My wife was an only, my daughter was an only. I had brothers, my mom passed away, I sold that.
That could be a mess.
It was a mess to start with. I can't say nothing, I did well for myself. I bet my wife has She's like, are you gonna start? I said, I don't know yet. If I decide I want to go back to work.
Unless you tell them to stop. So scary.
You can tell them stop it, you'll always cut off at that.
Yeah.
Because my oldest brother, when he started collecting Social Security, he wanted to continue working, but he was afraid they were going to cut us. And then when he found out that Hillary didn't get in,
Yeah.
he wanted to stop it. They said, well, you could stop it, but you're cut off at that. You can never go up anymore, you have to start tax credit, and then you'll get your rate. So you just continue to double it. I mean, I have to go till I'm 67, like full time. As long as I'm away, I have my pension. Because if I go back, I still get to keep my pension. I just can't join the union, I can't get a pension. So what? Well, I'll be paid a lot more than what I was paid.
Not a bad thing, as long as you have your health.
Yeah. Not gonna need, I'm still hoping. Still got my hair.
I slowly disappear.
I said, fine, start there. He's got his son, which is just keep it short. Cut right out. I said, that's wrong. I read it.
No, I just get
still have some.
And I'm not good, but I can go to like, township events with my neighbors or booths and that's like, I think that we're so focused on we're relatively relatable and we're doing very similar things. And I think if, if somebody's bringing their son to booth stop and they have a dog, they would promote the art.
Yeah.
Every time there's a boy at my table sitting there with a girl like that, I'm like, next door is the boy.
Well, I was nervous because one guy that I visited, he was in elementary school. And he had health insurance. My mother passed away a couple of years ago. She was 89.
They got some of those genes in there.
My father's sister. Those two other sisters. He will too, but I mean, the drinking and smoking, him and Bill.
Lifestyle.
Yes. Drinking and smoking.
Yeah. Likewise. I'm there's three of us left, the two youngest and the oldest. Three in between. Their lifestyles were a little smoking, the drinking, the drugs.
You know what? I'm not going to say anything from I used to get high. It kept me calm. 4 days a week because I was high. Focused. But when I graduated, I said, I'm going to change my life. The day I graduated, then I stopped. And I just kept right on going. I told my daughter, I said, I'm not marrying. But today, I got to watch it.
Yeah. I understand that the only housing
They're just now starting to work on it.
Yeah, I see. We were down below Indian Beach. They went down there on the marketplace.
Oh, yeah, I think so. Another about 7 a.m., 8, 9, 12,
Right across the catty, they were on the nice property. Across from the township building, not big, small intersection.
oh, okay. And they have
Farms.
to
I'm looking over the line, drives down the street. And they're talking. And I walk over and I hear her wife telling my wife, she says, we've only been here 3 days. We put $250,000. Detached garage. She had one of the food truck that she said they had like
They want to do the whitewater rafting.
we're leaving, we're selling. Said the field across the way. She said, the other one across from it may as well. But on top of that, the intersection, they're coming in around the house. She said, when we bought this 4 years ago, we bought it, got it from the state police. They had to have known what was going on back then, but they didn't have to divulge it. And they didn't. She
I don't understand because everything's wrong. That's all around.
Yeah.
Once you put the concrete around, you just run it down.
Yeah, it's gone. It's over.
We tried telling them for council before they were even here. Council meeting. They didn't care.
Yeah, yeah.
It was all, we can't tell them what to do with their report. No, you can stop it. It's just a big form. That house is not.
That's not forming.
Right.
That's not forming.
And then they were going to, they were trying to get tractor supplies. The village DC market. And they were gonna take that gray house by them and come in. Oh, I said, you said once people want to sell. But I said, well, we're trying to get this man house that doesn't want to sell. And they're like, well, I said, no, you can't have both ways.
This was the previous. Yeah. I long as I've been my brother-in-law was mayor. Just before I got married to my wife, and just after, actually. Bill Lang. He and I didn't see much. I was on the environmental commission. And that was when the gypsy moths were running wild. People were shooting sprays. We kept telling them, you're killing everything, not just the gypsy moths. It's decimating, but people didn't want to hear it. They were throwing bags of those caterpillars on the doorsteps. It was terrible. But they wouldn't listen. So we said, you're killing the pollinators as well for the farmers.
No, I did all.
We spray them, yeah, you're gonna kill them, but you'd be better off spraying BT. Yeah, it doesn't drop them when they hit it, but it stops them from spreading. It's a problem, just not as fast, but it's a whole lot more environmental friendly for everything.
I was gonna say, back in the day, they had the mosquito guy spraying around in the truck.
Oh, yeah.
We used to ride our bikes behind it.
Or run behind it.
Yeah.
Yep, that big cloud. Yep. Yep.
Thinking, my God, stuff I'm giving out.
That was, yeah. And our parents didn't know any of this, they didn't say anything, even when they saw us.
Nope, at all.
Okay.
Last year, I think Michelle and I just bought.
Yeah, some of the things we did do was crazy.
Back in the garden, so you know about it.
Yeah.
Then we had, last year we had one.
Summertime, you always have to turn on, get a cold.
It's funny, growing up around here, I always thought it was the lake staying in my side.
In the cedar. Yep.
She just got invited to teach YLT again.
Spent a lot of time
Did she say hi back?
behind the dam. And that was still a new development back by, so that lake wasn't all that old. So you still have a lot of that tannin and everything coming out.
It's funny because my wife had a white bikini. She went in the water and it wasn't white anymore.
Never to be white again.
Nope.
Yeah.
I've been here since 1963. First 3 years of boy.
Okay.
Wow.
Military?
I forget what I was talking about.
We moved down here as a citizen.
Oh, yeah.
In the area, we moved down here in 56. his wife passed. So he left and became
But I do enjoy being on this.
a real estate salesman for Charlie Van Horn. Charlie Van Horn did. And Jim called me up one day and he said, I got a house for you. You need to buy a house. You start making money and you need a tax deduction. It's a farmer's home loan. The woman is retired just out of the military. She's down in Florida. She wants to sell a property. It's being rented up there.
And that's my big problem.
That was in 68. She's old. Inside the house in 68. Wound up moving actually into the township in 70. So then it was we're allowed to rent the property. Farmers. So I had to move in. So in 1970, I moved in. Yeah. It was just happenstance. I was living with my parents after getting out of the military.
It's either 1, 2, 3, 2, 4.
And then I got one in the mail after about a year. According to the conditions of the loan, owner occupied the spot. It can't be rented. I moved over there, which was fortunate because less than a year later, my father got another job in the music. And then stapling it. Anyway, so it all worked out. It was happenstance that I wound up coming back here. I mean, I had a lot of school friends.
I have my way out of
I thought there were 4 people.
If I didn't go with absolute I have my daughter, my granddaughter, and my mother-in-law. My oldest brother's in Tennessee, my middle brother's in Chesterfield. I don't talk to him that much.
I have both, well, both sons and my daughter. My son, Glenn,
I know he was living in I call him my daughter.
same, yeah.
Over house.
Yeah, four house. Yep.
Before he bought that house, there was a girl that used to live there. But I back when I was a kid.
Really?
Yep.
The,
Diane Barlow.
well, family. That's Lang. Daughters,
But you still. Yeah, when people ask me.
We've talked about
Yeah, they are.
and she said,
Hard to do that.
yeah. Yeah, our And a couple of them from the DCC and one through Roger. Yeah. But that's life. That's what you do.
Do everything you can for your kids.
Yep. Make it as good as you can for them.
My wife and I decided we were going to get married. We wanted to travel all over the world. And then we were like,
Yeah. Yeah.
she goes, yeah, I've been thinking about it. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
we had girls just say that. We're done.
Yeah.
I did want to try again for the way, but she was like, but she told me, she goes, if we don't do it, we can. I love my daughter to death. I love my granddaughter even more.
Yeah, it's family that keeps us here. That's what ties us. Family and the friendship she developed with her was a lifetime. I felt like one or two around this yeah, just family and friends. That's what keeps us.
See, I got a lot of friends in the average here.
Yeah.
Still friends with them. Yeah. My best friend lives in Illinois. I've been friends with him since I was 5 years old.
Long time.
And then we met another guy who was always hung around.
Yeah.
All high school. He lives in Richmond, Virginia. And we still talk about it. We still 4 or 5 months. I just said that. My one buddy, like I said, was 5. He's got a 7-year-old. And I said, what's wrong with you? There's something seriously wrong with you.
I didn't get married until I was yeah, it wasn't supposed to be children. Getting 2 years apart. But, yeah, as I said, I guess someone else had other plans in spite of ours. Yeah. But you don't trade out.
Now,
Holy shit, it's harder coming this way.
yeah, that's all I was going to say.
Well, I was
Going that way when the sun was here.
but this is getting,
I get up whenever I want to get up, but still.
yeah, I'm the same thing. No, I shouldn't say it. I have 2 Jack Russell Terriers. At 7 o'clock in the morning, I've got to be out of bed feeding them. They're going to be facing hell. And I'm telling you.
I was going to say, I have a husky, but she always has sweets in it. But I have about 6-7 hours that I can go without taking her out. Otherwise, having to keep that on her room in case I don't. Still, and she's getting, I mean, she's, I'm lucky to still have her.
Yeah, that's where the problem is.
Yep.
Sometimes I find that short.
But I told my wife, I said,
Yeah, I've had that conversation. I didn't want the second one. We've had it. This is our third or fifth. Jack Russell, the older one is the younger one is just coming up on 3. But I said to her, I like the dog. I'm a dog person. I said, it's an awful lot of work.
a lot of work, and I'm at the stage now. And I said to her, I said, but if Holly thinks things to be off, we can just go somewhere. We can't do that.
Oh.
Right. doing stuff.
You're doing stuff. Yeah, you're doing stuff.
And when it comes to my granddaughter, I'm the ultimate.
Oh, did you see my Facebook
My,
post?
my
about
daughter will
Labrador
come
and set
home,
the dishwasher and cut
she'll
something?
say, baby, she'll go, Grandpa's got it. I was putting the soffit thing up with the gable vents in the house. She saw me broke a ladder. I had to know. Why? And I looked down the window and I see my wife trying to console her. She's just crying. I came down and I went, I said, what's the matter? She goes, she saw you. I said, sorry, but you know, I'm her favorite. I can't help it. But I mean, I play with her. I give her undivided attention.
There you go.
And
You're her favorite.
when I try to go home at night, she cries. She doesn't let me go home. Honey, I gotta go home.
That's tough. And all too soon, then we're out.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, because my daughter was the same way. I was her favorite. And she's 32 now, and she still leans towards me.
Okay. It carried through.
It carried through. I mean, my Charlie Canonis. She helped me work on my car.
Uh-huh.
She's into cars. I'm in a female, like cars. And he said, I wish I had a relationship with my son with your daughter. And I said, because you didn't spend time with him like I spent time with her. I didn't lose my friends. But they were like, my daughter was little, she wanted my attention. I got it. I didn't do things with my buddies. Now my daughter loves me, so I'm gonna be her for her. And it shows.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, growing up, my mom and dad were like, we're going up tonight, see you later. I didn't do that to her.
Growing up was a whole different time. Totally different time.
It's so mad because I always taught her. I grew up, my father taught us, I mean, I love my brothers, but I wasn't gonna, I didn't say I wasn't gonna you're the son.
Yeah. My parents, that generational.
Yep, it was.
I talked to my cousin. And we emailed back and forth. Talking comparisons. His father was my father's and we compare. They lived Jersey City. They never lived Jersey City. We came in 50 years. We talk about how the family never talked about stuff. And learned and that's his family, same kind of behavior.
It's funny because my middle brother and I were 3 years apart. We used to fight constantly. Fist fight. I mean, black eyes. My father would get so mad, he would say, that's it, I don't know what to do with you guys. Finally, he sat down, and he would make us hugs, kiss each other. And we stopped fighting. I don't want to do that. It's about
All right. Sorry for that extended closed session. We had some important business to discuss. Okay, at the last council meeting, we moved the council comments up to before public comments. We're going to continue to do that. We got some very positive feedback. So that's what we're going to do tonight. Josh, you want to start off?
I'd like to thank everybody for coming out tonight. And try not to keep you here too much longer, but thank you very much.
I have even fewer words after that long closed session. I'd say let's proceed.
Ditto.
You want to go?
Yeah, I need him too.
Okay.
All right, a couple things to talk about till the mayor gets back in. I was at our fire expo the other weekend for Fire Prevention Week. It's a very good turnout there. Got to meet 3 of the 4 new volunteer firefighters. Hopefully, we continue to increase with the volunteers coming in. Last week, I was at the county commissioners meeting. Our police department, along with 2 dispatchers, were honored there for search and rescue of 2 lost girls last summer in Country Lakes. Very good thing. I just want to make sure our police department gets recognized there. Let's see. Now that Jack's back. Hey, Jack, a couple of meetings ago when we approved the new QPA, we asked about possibly council people having some access to have a little time to talk to them with some ideas.
I don't know if Michelle ever reached out to him or not, to be honest.
Okay, that's one of the things I want to check on. I can talk about that. Grant updates, did we get anything on that list of the grants that were outstanding? I know Amy or Sunshine sent you a copy of it after the meeting. You were going to look into them and talk to the different departments about what was going on with
I
them?
know the different departments have been looking at it. They sent me a copy of it. To be honest, I haven't had time to look at it.
Okay, we're trying to move forward and close up some of them. I see they're working across the street, at least finishing that up, hopefully. What else do I have? I didn't notice anything in resolution-wise or on the bill list other than popcorn for the Fall Festival. Are we not getting anything as far as the Fall Festival goes, as far as approving expenditures? Or, usually we get ahead of time, expenditures for bounce houses, whatever's going to happen. But
I know
I didn't see anything.
I got a request to add an expenditure over $3,000, a $10,000 bill for fireworks that I was informed Council President pulled off the agenda tonight.
Yeah, well, that's because I think we made it clear at the last meeting, there was supposed to be only an $8,500 budget for the Fall Festival, back when it was going to be Halloween, and we weren't going to use any monies that didn't get spent for the Water Carnival that was canceled. But yet, like I said, I saw, advertising, inflatable houses and stuff like that, and usually council has to approve that stuff ahead of time, and we have no other meetings before November 1st.
Maybe our new recreation director found a new source that doesn't cost $3,000 or more for a bounce house. If it's under $3,000, it doesn't need to come through the council.
Okay. Just checking. I was trying to make sure everything went as smoothly as possible. Yeah. I guess that's all I have question-wise. Everybody, thank you for being patient, waiting for us all to, get out of closed session. And we'll try to wind this up as quickly as we can. Thanks.
Jack, at the last meeting, I brought up about the 4th of July celebration for the town. Is there any progress or meetings go on since then?
I did reach out to the Historic Commission, and they are very interested in doing some things. So hopefully they'll start planning on that and get back with me on what they're looking to do.
Because we're running out of time. Marty, if I could ask you a question. If this thing gets off the ground on July 4th, would the BMIA want to do the water carnival that day so that we can make a celebration? Yes. Okay. Who's in charge of the Historic Society?
Actually, Marty's son.
Okay.
That's very true. We do collaborate.
Okay, so that won't be a problem.
The only concern is after the last meeting where this was brought up, there was some concerns brought to me about personnel, township personnel. We're going to have possibly a parade and some other activities on the 4th of July. So we're going to have police, public works, fire all focusing on the parade. And then we're going to try to do something else at the beach at the same time. There's serious concerns that there's not going to be enough manpower to handle both events at the same time.
No, I'm sure we can find manpower. If you do everything together, it's one day. You're going to do the parade during the day, and you can have the ceremony, and then in the afternoon. Yeah, but I mean, we can stretch that out a little bit, because we could have kayaks, canoes, sailboats, and then it would run right into
The problem, Dan, I understand what you're saying, but, I mean, forgive me, but don't forgive me. You're not gonna. I mean, you're gonna have people out there getting ready for the 4th of July thing on the parade or whatever the Historic Commission and rec people decide to do together, I hope. They're gonna be out there at 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. And then if they add on a water carnival or some other festivity like that, they're gonna transition from the parade and that over to the water carnival, and then they're gonna be working that until 10, 11 o'clock. That's like a 15, 16-hour day. It's not gonna happen, especially for law enforcement, and it's just not gonna happen.
It'll happen.
Shifts, right?
Yeah, we can work it out.
Anything else, Dan?
That's all I got. I'm sorry for the long executive meeting, but really appreciate everybody that comes out, and we really, really appreciate the support from the town. Thank you very much.
All right, public comments. The council's intention is to preserve the level of respect, courtesy, and civility required to successfully conduct the public's business. In this regard, the council should be addressed during public participation as a collective body and not individual members. In order to respect the speaker's time, council members will not engage in a dialogue or debate with the speaker. However, council members should feel free to ask the speaker a question or questions once recognized by the council president for purposes of clarifications. Council members can offer comments on a speaker's remarks once the speaker has concluded his or her comments in their allotted 5-minute time frame. Please keep the 5-minute time frame within 5 minutes, just out of respect to the speakers coming after you. Marty, are you up first?
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed members of the Town Council and Mayor, I am Marty Graf Wenger, the proud president of the Browns Mills Improvement Association, or the BMIA. As many of you know, we have been a cornerstone of our community since our incorporation in 1919, making us the oldest civic organization in town. First, I want to extend a heartfelt thank you to our elected officer and recording secretary, Alex Costa. Thanks to his efforts, you can now find all of our events available online at the township website. Just navigate to the community organization section and you'll see BMIA. Make sure to mark your calendars for our events in 2025 and 2026. Now let's jump to the details of our upcoming events. This Saturday, October 18th, we'll kick off our Clean Communities Day. We'll meet at the Browns Mills Fire Department on Trenton Road at 8 a.m. Don't forget to check in with Leslie and sign the BMI clipboard. She will have free merchandise featuring our new logo for everyone who registered. Here it is. Speaking of the new logo, we are excited to announce it alongside our merchandise sale at our next community event, the Board of Education Candidate Forum on October 26th at 2 p.m. The forum will provide a neutral space for all candidates to answer your questions. If you wish to pose a question, please submit it in advance through our email at bmiaorg@gmail.com or text me directly at 609-388-1305. Rest assured, all submissions will remain confidential. Each candidate will have 2 or 3 minutes, we're still working that out, to respond to your questions, and light refreshments will be served. Looking ahead, Halloween promises to be festive. We'll open our doors at 3 p.m. for trick-or-treating. Bring your little ones by between 3 and 7 p.m. for candy. And don't worry, we'll also have snacks and cold drinks for the adults too. Later that evening at 8 p.m., we'll transform our building into the Witches' Ball. Expect dancing, music, and prizes for best costumes, so dress to impress and join us for a night of spooky fun. I'm also excited to announce 2 new activities: an open mic night sponsored by our house band Sundays afternoon on Friday, November 7th at 7 p.m. So bring instruments or your singing voice. Let's showcase the amazing talent we have here in Pemberton Township. And don't miss our annual Great Berry Bake Off on November 23rd at 2 p.m. Prizes will be awarded for first, second, and third place. The first place winner will receive a big blue ribbon, bragging rights, and a cash gift. We're teaming up with Mr. Maki from the culinary program at Pemberton High School for this event, and we're thrilled to collaborate with him and his students. Before I conclude, I want to address something that's been on our minds regarding recent events. We understand that there might not be fireworks for the Fall Festival, as it is absent on the flyer. We did notice that. We would like to confirm or not whether there might be fireworks for the tree lighting. So that's one question we have. We also wanted to address ordinance 300-2025. The BMIA is fully supportive of the aesthetic changes being proposed for the town. Upgrading the dam and the lighting will enhance the beauty of our community, and we understand it's no cost to taxpayers, which is excellent news. When new businesses and visitors come into our area, they'll be greeted by a look that we can all be proud of. Before I say thank you, because I know I still have a minute, we are always in favor of a water carnival and any lake activities. So, and even as you remember, when the water carnival was canceled on July 12th, I put out a call to action and had everybody put their boats in the water, and we had a lot of boats. So even if the mayor declines our offer and says that we can't have a water carnival, we will still be celebrating with the pontoon boats. All, like, remember how you were in the water too? All the pontoon boats, people will get in with their pool toys, their kayaks and their canoes. We'll have, Carl will come with a decorated one. Mine will probably be decorated as well. So we'll still have our own celebration no matter what. All right? So thank you so much.
Thanks, Marty.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening, Alex.
All right, so just a few questions before we get off the to the resolutions. Do we have a status of when we're going to be changing our form of government, or any planned intentions to start working on that?
We have gathered the information we need, and I will tell you, and our solicitor could back me up, it is not a quick process.
Oh, no, it'll probably take a couple years,
And,
right?
yeah, and if we, just say we decide to, we get the ordinance, it gets on the ballot next year, we get our commissioners, we get everybody voted in, we get it voted, it gets voted in on the ballot.
Right.
You won't see anything happen till 2027.
Oh.
So, but we are looking into it as we said we would.
Oh, good, all right.
Yeah, if I might supplement what the council president has indicated, the soonest you could get it on the ballot would be in 2026. So whether they made a decision on it today or so many days that's statutorily required in order to get the question on the ballot, they have that time in order to do that. But as the mayor has elaborated, not only is it would be an ordinance authorizing the question on the ballot, but once that would have to be voted on by the citizens of the Township of Pemberton, but also the membership of the Charter Study Commission would be elected by the voters of the Township of Pemberton. And basically, there'd be 5 members that would be on the Charter Study Commission. Any number of people can opt to run for that position. It'd just be the 5 that got the highest number of votes.
Now,
And
is
then
that
they
a
would begin their work immediately thereafter, holding hearings and so forth in order to make the recommendation. So governing body has time to thoroughly discuss it and deliberate over it. The soonest it could take place would be in November of 2026.
Now, is that a simple majority, or do we need over a simple majority for that to pass?
For what to pass? The
Uh,
ordinance?
Well, the ordinance, would that be
I'd
like?
have to take a look at it again, but I think it's just a majority, but I'd have to double check that.
All right. Secondly, I wanted to just offer my condolences to our late Jerry Dasty, our solicitor, and to thank Doug in the Pine Barrens Tribune for writing that beautiful article and making that a front page story. So thank you, Doug, for doing that, and my condolences to.
Thank you so very, very much. It's very heartfelt, and I appreciate members of the governing body who attended the viewing for Mr. Dasty. That was very heartfelt as well. An individual I've known for 40 years. What I wanted to point out with that beautiful article in the Pine Barrens Tribune, and this is not a criticism of the Pine Barrens Tribune, but they had made a quote of me, and I said that Mr. Dasty, that one of the things that I enjoyed and marvel most about him is his ability to handle diverse topics of law. Law, like the practice of medicine and everything else, is developing specialties. But my office is right next to him, and I could hear him shift gears between litigation to real estate to estate, you name it. He was able to do that, and it was incredible. But my quote is that he could cover anything from public entity litigation to real estate. They quoted me as public enemy litigation, and he probably could do that too, but I didn't know. So just so the readers out there know, it was an easy typographical error, but I don't know what public enemy representation is, but maybe in today's society,
Wow.
it's something that there will be a specialty. Thank you.
Definitely. And now to the resolutions. 289, 2025. My question for that one, since we tabled it, are we still going over the floating holidays as one of the things?
That's not part of this agreement.
No?
No.
I thought did we hash that out at the last meeting?
I wasn't at the last meeting.
Oh,
I know that's not part of this agreement, though.
I know we were arguing about floating holidays and something like that. It was a pretty thorough discussion.
Oh, the floating holidays is part of this,
Yeah.
but, yeah.
And 293, 2025, yes to that. 294, 2025, yes to that. 295, 2025, yes to that, but 296, 2025, I communicated to you that
I got your text.
yeah, the address was wrong. There is no Golf Club Drive, it's Golf Club Street, so making sure my cousin gets taken care of there. 297, 2025, my question for that one was, will the Township Economics Committee get a hand in making recommendations for the UEZ grant to be spent on? Will they get like a say that, this is what needs to be addressed for this money to be
Yeah,
spent on?
because our community development director sits in on those meetings.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And 298, 2025, I was a little confused on what this was or what we're trying to do with this. So if we could we explain this a little bit more after I finish? So we don't take up more time. 300, 2025, I understand this is for the Mirror Lake Dam project. I'm fully supportive of this. I'd say yes to that. New business, yes to A and B. Number 12, you know how I feel about the bill list.
3 million.
3 million? Wow. What are you guys spending in 2 weeks? I mean, what are we buying? For $3 million in 2 weeks?
About 1.9 million in school taxes.
Oh, school taxes? Okay. Where's the other 2.1 million coming from?
1.1.
1.1, excuse me.
Go back to school for math.
Well,
Just keeping the lights on, Alex. Keep the
Yeah.
lights on.
and then my favorite part of the agenda, the Alex Costa questions and comments. First of all, there are 20 days left until this election. I just wanted to wish both parties the best of luck, and may the best man or woman, or whatever you are, win this election, and good luck come January when you're sworn in. I also wanted to just point out that I've been Oprah requesting a lot of stuff. I know our clerks really enjoy when my Oprah requests come through. They can be fun sometimes in that office, I hear. I just wanted to talk about the Fire Chief's Office of Emergency Management office. Now, I was looking through the Oprah requests, and I see here that written on work order 61159, it's not printed, it's actually handwritten on here. It says, got rid of computers and destroyed hard drives for front office. Do we get permission from the GRC to destroy these? Because I know that we have to go through a process to get these destroyed. And when I see it written on here, get rid of computers and destroy hard drives, that makes me think that, are we hiding something? Are we, getting rid of evidence that's on these things? It's just a question. I'm not accusing anybody of anything. But when I see it written right here,
Oh, no, I'll do the accusing. Let me see.
oh,
Let me see. Oh, I saw this already.
oh, you did. Good thing I sent you that website. While you take a look at that, I just wanted to round off my other stuff. Is there any word on Sycamore Hall? Has the mayor paid back the comp time that he gave the township employee back in January? If not, what is being done to get the money back? And I just wanted to also say congratulations to our township for opening up a new walking trail that is handicap accessible. And I put it on YouTube, and I believe I sent it to all of you. It's always great to see an accomplishment like that to round off.
So let me get back to resolution 298, 2025. So you can't adjust a budget without going through DCA, local, the government services.
Right.
So this is money from a grant that's used for Bazansky and Emmons.
The multimodal
Multimodal,
improvements?
yes. So, yeah, the SRT. So this resolution is just allowing to put that revenue into the budget.
Okay,
And it's all money through a grant.
all right. And we will modify 296, right? To make it Golf Club Street, not Golf Club Drive?
No, I think we're gonna change it to Drive.
Okay.
Drive sounds better.
Drive, well,
Do we have to change that? Is that material?
there isn't, well, when I looked up Golf Club Drive, it took me to Golf Club Street, so,
We'll change it.
okay, thank you. I guess we have to address the papers there.
I'll look into that.
All right.
We can't address it here.
No, I
We gotta
understand.
gather some more information.
Employment stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Excuse me. Is there any word on Sycamore Hall, or?
No,
They're not
nothing.
selling it, they're not giving, nothing?
I'm not sure.
We're not, okay. Would be nice to have the township Christmas tree lighting there one year.
Yeah, it would.
Would. Has the mayor paid back the money from the comp time?
Not that I'm aware of.
Have you paid back the comp time?
If I may, I don't mean to interrupt, but the issue of the
The comp time?
flex time, comp time.
Right.
We use the words interchangeably, is a matter that's been referred to Labor Council to provide some guidance to both the mayor and to the members of the governing body. I'm sorry. The issue of comp time, known as flex time, is a matter that the council and mayor have referred to Labor Council for guidance as to the procedures for both and any of the pending issues regarding that. So the Labor Council will come back to the mayor and governing body, so.
All right. Well,
Make
thank you.
sure that everything is uniform and everybody's being treated fairly.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Alex. Okay. Who's next?
Good evening, everyone. Robert P. King, 247 Amherst Avenue. From the school board, this weekend we have homecoming. They're going to have the green and blue. There's going to be all kinds of tailgates and stuff going on. So if you get a chance to get out to the homecoming game, please go out and support the Hornets. I will unfortunately not be there because I'll be down in Berlin camping with a whole bunch of Cub Scouts for Cub Fun Day weekend down there. So also, just let you know, if you can't make the game, you can actually watch it on HUDL, and there's a website I'll give you here. It's https://fan.hudl.com, and search for Pemberton Township High School so you can watch it while you're away. So we have a lot of things coming up with the green and gold, also the school buses and everything. Please watch out for kids coming out. For Scouts, on the 8th, we're going to be doing our Scouting for Food. So we're looking for as many volunteers as we can get. We're going to have people at the firehouse in Country Lakes, and we're going to have a troop over at Byzanski starting on the 8th. We'll be putting out the flyers and putting out the bags, and then a week later we go pick them up, and all that food goes to the local food banks here in town. So, and I have flyers for you guys. So.
Thanks, Pete.
So, do y'all have any questions or anything like that? We just, our troop just had Allison Eckel come out and talk to the girls on Monday so that they can actually get a lesson in civics as part of scouting, so. All right, any
I have no
questions?
question. I don't know if-
All right, y'all have a great night. Cheers.
Thank you.
Okay. Pen ran out of ink. Good evening.
Good evening.
Just a couple of questions. Senior Citizen Center. What is the status of the programs at the center at this point?
My understanding that there's still, nothing's changed, no.
Okay, I go by there periodically, usually on the weekends, but sometimes.
Yeah, because that was my concern. We didn't have a rec director or a rec coordinator. I thought they juggled both. The mayor made it clear that there's somebody that runs the senior services, and there's been no lapse.
I just wonder how the attendance has been, because times I've gone by in the last month or two, it didn't seem to have as many vehicles there, but it could be just a timing. But I wanted to check to see if the Senior Citizen Center was actually still up and running.
Yeah, I mean, the last time I was there, it was pretty, I wouldn't say packed.
Yeah.
But it had a good crowd.
Okay.
I don't think that's changed.
Plus, they're very active. They do tours and stuff like that. Last time I was in there, there was like 4 people in there, which surprised me. But they told me that they were all out on a tour somewhere, so that's where a lot of them were, is on the tour.
Going to a sore point in the township with the lawsuits and settlements. Have we developed a contingency plan if we reach our cap and/or are dropped from the group?
No. I don't know what our options would be if Jeff dropped us.
The answer, I don't know how to answer your question. I'm not aware of a contingency plan at this point. Certainly, that's something that will have to be conferred with the existing joint insurance fund to determine what our options would be in the eventuality that that would occur. But honestly, with you being forward, I don't know what that contingency plan is right now. The administration, through the mayor and members of council, are going to have to consider all of those options if that happens. And I'm not even certain that that would happen. But it's a good question, very astute question. Certainly you want to protect your flanks, and you never want to be uninsured. So, we will have to, but we have to see if we're going to reach that point.
Looking down the road, we have how many suits still open at this point?
I'm not entirely sure, and I can't answer your question that either, and I'm sorry that I can't. For me, it's just like coming in the middle of the movie.
Understand.
Sitting in Mr. Dasty's seat now. So obviously, that's something, I don't know what's out there, if some members of council know.
3 that are still out there. And then the 2
There's
that we'll bring up.
And 1 has just been filed. I don't know whether you've included
Yeah,
that
that's
in the
what we-
3.
that's what
Okay.
we have.
Yeah.
I question it because we've had conversations before about that 1 million cap. 2 million? Okay, the 2 million. And my thinking has been, if we're getting close, then we start thinking about what do we do if? And that's a big question. And I'm not familiar with the processes, but I would assume we're going to get some notification if they decide to drop us.
Correct. Yeah, they're just not going to do it without prior notification.
Yeah,
of doing
yeah, that would be
And then
a given.
obviously, then, in the event that there were no other types of insurance coverage, then municipalities looking at a self-insured entity, in which case you would have to allocate money in your budget for the eventuality of
Which-
risks.
Yeah, raising
so-
taxes,
Correct,
yeah.
correct.
And again, I'm not familiar with the full budget. I haven't, and I'll tell you that. But if we're going at that point, and I'm assuming what's already passed is an indicator of where we're going with the future. Not knowing, but maybe. I would be concerned that at some point, once we get to the point where we've exceeded the 2 million, we're still on the hook for anything over and above the 2 million that we have to pay out as a township. And if our carrier group drops us, at that point, we're now going to have to, again, dip into the residents' tax money to fund the self-fund. Because we have to have X amount of dollars, I would suspect, just to get it started and off the ground. I mean, we can't chip a dollar in and say we're self-covered. And I don't think we have a contingency plan in place for that anywhere that we can go and pull it out, rainy day fund?
At this point, we don't.
Okay. So this is still churning around out there. My end concern is we wind up having to declare bankruptcy because we can't pay the money out if we don't have it. I don't think we're going to go around door to door asking for contributions to pay out this money. And I'm not sure anybody would do it, but that's my concern. And I just heard the beep. The last thing, I'm just going to leave with this. It's not a matter of a question, but I will make an observation. The township, what we have attraction-wise are the lakes and the forest. That's it. That's our attractions. And I think anything we're trying, I'll leave that pen here, anything we're trying to do to bring in business or attract people in here, even for activities, would need to be revolving around those two activities. White's Bog, I mean, those kinds of activities are where we can develop something. But
Does that
that's,
sound familiar, Marie? So that's, as part of the Economic and Business Development Council,
sure,
that's our focus.
okay. Didn't know that, but it's been kicked around. I mean, it's been around. It was around when I was on the Environmental Commission, so these things kind of recycle. But thank you, appreciate it.
I'm Vicki Adams, 613 Sander Drive. I only had one question coming in, but now at one of your responses, I now have another question. Okay, my first question actually, well, can I address him for a second? He asked about the senior center. Okay, on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, the senior center is packed because that's when most of the activities are. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, it's a lower crowd because they don't have the aerobics, they don't have the other things that are going on. Okay, sorry. Alex had mentioned the money that needed to be refunded from the mayor for the, that trip and stuff. And I understand it's been referred out. But is anything going to be done to the person that utilized that?
We can't speak to that.
Okay, just can I finish my question? Are you looking into anything that, because that's a human resource person, and that person out of everybody knows the laws, and they accepted that. To me, that is a crime, so just my observation there. And then my second question is, he was talking about the lawsuits, and one of you guys up here said 2 that we're going to settle tonight, so we do have 2 more that we're settling.
Yeah, and so I will tell you, I've been very vocal about Jack. The 2 that we're settling tonight are not against him. Just so everybody's clear on that.
Okay,
These are older lawsuits.
older lawsuits?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Nobody else coming up? Didn't get away that easy. Hello, Ms. Phillips.
Good evening, everybody in general. I've been working hard. Good evening, everybody in general. I'm going to speak in reference to my development this morning, or this evening, whatever. This is in reference to since the school start, I've been noticed, I live in a crossroad, but I've been noticed the vehicles are speeding more faster even with the buses coming by, and the kids start crossing the street. So,
You're talking about in PL, right?
yes,
I've noticed the same thing.
okay. And what I suggest for the council to work with the police department, and will be nice if the police chief was here in one of those seats tonight, he can answer my questions. I know how their chief work. Everybody works 7 to 7. Okay, if I'm going, yes, speak to the chief, my question to him will be, he can send an officer to PL for 6 a.m. to 7:45. But I know what he's going to tell me. My people, by 6:30, they be rolling on ground in here. Why? They gotta gas their vehicle. They gotta get all their paperwork together. I know how the system works, okay? That's mean he may go and agree with me. But even if he send an officer between the first bus arrive to PL and pick it up the high school, will be 6:30. Okay? The last bus stop in PL will be 9 p.m. Have a lot of buses coming by, and it's more little kids in there. Okay? My second thing, I'm going to speak in reference to the code enforcement. Okay. I go by and I do my walking, and I see the same thing over and over. I ask in reference to the old lake store. Still in the same thing, they are tearing up, then somebody tried to break the doors in there or something. I know that the house on 903 Canadic Trail, that the house has been the same way for more than 5 years, probably 10 years, who knows it. Nothing has been done in there. Okay, I've been noticing on Canadic Trail in North Carolina, nobody been cleared up because the way I look at it, when you come and see the owner in that corner in there, you're not going to find a person. You're going to give them a warning, and that's what I believe what they should do. The code enforcement, what they should do it is, give a warning to the people. If they don't do that in 30 days, come and look for them. That is a danger intersection. I have another intersection coming out from the back lakes. That will be Oregon Trail and Washington Boulevard there. That house, they keep it very nice yard and everything. But what they made their mistake was in that triangle, they put like a pine tree. It's a shrub. They grew up, and more shrubs in there. That's a blind intersection. When I come to the stop sign, I gotta come in the center of the road for me to go through. And that's when the code enforcement should be, look at those things. He drive there, I know that. Just tell the people very nice that they gotta just cut the thing. I have another person live on North Carolina Trail. And her backyard is with Washington Boulevard. They gave her a summons in so many days to remove everything in her yard, and she has a trailer where she hook up to the stuff when they go to the township or I don't know where they go. Anyway, the code enforcement gave them a summons. They got it removed. They got so many days to remove that. Now that she got a big yard in the back, the way I look at it, how can the code enforcer come and tell me if I have my own yard and I have a trailer in my yard? A simple trailer where you put things in there and you just carry. They make her to remove that and put it in her driveway. Her driveway is facing North Carolina. Her backyard is facing Washington Boulevard. She got double lots there. what my next question for the code enforcement and for the supervisor it is, and let me finish in here, is what is the rule for a code enforcement to get a job? Apparently, he's not trained the right way. Now, my next thing I'm going to bring it up to the Sycamore Hall. The next thing I'm going to bring it up is about the VA. Why? It's going to be a year we haven't done nothing to look for this man. And I know there is people there, they want to come here. Probably we didn't have so many lawsuits if we didn't have a VA in here. And please start with a lawsuit because I noticed I wasn't a very bad car accident 3 years ago. He's a lawyer, I know that he knows the name of the game. Okay. A few months ago when I got to renew my insurance, all the state sent me a letter that I got to pay them $1,000. I asked why I got to pay you $1,000 when I got to pay my insurance. Okay, but that $1,000 doesn't include in your insurance. It's because you were in an accident 3 years ago. I said, number one, you guys are lucky my family didn't sue you for a lot of money because I'm still alive. Was not even my fault. And you come in and prosecute me after you hang me the first time and now you hang me the second time? I said, well, you know what? You got 24 hours. The guy stated to me to get insurance. I said, that's fine. I don't have no problem with that. But I'm not going to give you $1,000. I don't have it, but if I want it, I can give it to you, but you're not getting it. And this is the same thing what is going on right now with all the lawsuit. Number one, we are in this township, it look like we borrow Peter to pay Paul. And guess what? Peter is going to run out. And what the hell are you going to do? And I know what my insurance company will do to me. Drop me off. And you know when they drop you off? I don't know what's going to happen, but we have to just stop all those lawsuits and be sure the people who are in here. It's not fair. As a taxpayer, I'm the one who winded up and paid for that. I want to know about Sycamore Hall. Thank you.
All right, let's move on to resolutions. Oh. What was the question, Ms. Phillips? About Sycamore Hall? Go ahead. No. Ms. Phillips, can I get back to you on those answers? Okay.
Okay, good evening. So, well, okay, I wanted to talk about last 2 meetings ago where there was a vote on water lines going from New Lisbon through your area, Josh, to the high school through to Greenberg. So you guys had a vote on it that night. And there was 3 yeses, and there was 2 noes. And after the meeting was over, can you guys hear me okay? After the meeting was over, I felt like, well, it went through because there were 3 yeses and 2 noes.
No. So that was a bond ordinance, and that requires a supermajority, so it needed 4 yeses to pass, so that never passed.
So it did not pass?
It did not.
Okay. I don't know if somebody did tell me that, but I'm just confirming that. I have to re-listen to I want to re-listen to that meeting.
Okay.
because I don't know if at the end of the meeting, do you recall letting the public know that it needed a supermajority and it did not go through? Does anybody know the answer to that question?
Sure.
Maybe I didn't remember or
Larry?
hear somebody.
Yeah. You can double check. I'll double check myself too, but I'm pretty sure.
Okay, okay, just clarifying a few things. Okay. The other question is, Matthew, I would never stand up here and try to tell you how to do your job. I feel bad saying this, but this gentleman who shared wrote his name down, but he didn't say his name. I'm just saying, when you come up to talk, you should say your name. So when we're listening, we know who's talking.
With Mr. Fallon.
Yeah, but I didn't hear him say his name. Did you say your name?
It dropped through the cracks.
Okay, I'm just saying, because I listen to these meetings a lot, not lately, but I listen to some of the older ones, because I have to Oprah them, Amy. I'll be there soon. And, yeah, so I just like to hear, as a matter of fact, I don't know your name either. You're the solicitor taking over for Jerry Datsey.
Correct.
I don't know if it's temporary or permanent, but would you mind telling me your name?
Chris Connors.
Oh, Chris. Yes, I heard somebody talking about Mr. Connors, okay.
Good.
Well, now, oh, well, it's Dan Dewey, so
So it was bad.
you know it had to be good.
All right, never mind.
Yeah, yeah, it was good, very good, excellent, as a matter of fact. Anyway, welcome to the town. Are you permanent or temporary or what?
I consider myself permanent.
Okay,
At the pleasure of the governing body, of course, mayor
Oh.
governing body. Yeah,
okay, I wasn't sure what was going on.
yeah. Mr. Dasty, passed away,
Yeah, I did hear about that,
so.
yeah. Okay. All right, so, we're good?
We're good.
Sorry. I hated to say that, but, okay, I just want to make sure. Okay, so here, he talked about the walking trail. Y'all know about that? Where's that? Where's the walking trail? Oh, it's done? Really? Wow. How come I don't hear about that?
You did hear about it.
Yeah, tonight, but
Alex told you.
I didn't even know it was almost done or anything. Well, yeah. Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. I'll have to check that out one day. Yeah, okay. Get rid of. Where is it written there? How did Alex know about getting rid of computers and destroying hard drives? Like, where did he read that? On the agenda tonight? Oh, okay, I'll talk to him after the meeting, where he gets his inside information from. Okay, somebody was talking about, no, I think I better wait and ask that question, because am I at 5 minutes yet? You're timing me, right?
Yep.
Am I at 5 minutes, Harry? Not yet, okay. Okay. Hold on a second. Actually, I want to say, I hope I'm not in trouble for this, but your grandbaby, wait, your grandbaby is so cute. Your mom showed me pictures tonight. She's always showing me pictures. I love your mom. I always say nice things about your dad, but your mom's awesome.
I love her too.
I know you do. You have so much, he has so much respect for you. I wish my sons respected me that way. They're pretty good, but he has great respect. Yeah. And that's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle.
Okay. Make sure. My name is Michelle Foreman, 24 Newcomb Drive.
We know who you are.
Yeah, Donovan Gardner always made sure everybody say your name. He always was saying it to me, so thanks so much for reminding me.
Joe Anderson, 41 Lindbergh Avenue, Browns Mills.
Thank you.
I did one of my best tonight.
So where are we at on shopping center? I see the laundromat's still open. How many days is his eviction notice?
Well, he has until November 30th? 1 month today.
November 16th.
Is that going to be extended?
No, can't be.
Can't be extended. It's got to be out of there.
And once he's out, then things will start moving with phase one.
Construction's going to start, demolition,
Maybe not immediately, but once he's out,
before the snow,
I hope so.
before the next water carnival, or?
I hope so.
No, we hope so. Where are we at on these warehouses? Everything died down about the warehouses in Birmingham. Are they, I know you live there, I know, but where are we at on them? Are they still coming, or is it dead? Is it dead in the water, or?
There's litigation still going on, so we can't speak on it.
And what about the one warehouse there on the end of Wood Lane Road where you make a right on 206, there by Little's Construction with the silk fence around the farm there? That's Pemberton
Last I
Township.
had heard, I had heard that it's approved, but they, at one point, I don't want to misspeak from what I was told, that they kind of put the proverbial cart before the horse. They were given permission to do A, and they proceeded to go to A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, so the reins were pulled back, as they should have been.
Okay. And what's going to happen to that old house that's there? Anybody know? The old,
That one's going to be
Farmhouse?
turned over to us.
is that going to be left standing, or?
As the mayor just said, that one's being turned over to us. I believe the one on 206 is the one that's coming down.
Well, they're both on 206.
Well, I'm sorry, the Rockefeller one is being
Why
torn
would they
down, right?
both be coming
I
down?
like to call the one next to the Matson Farm, or next to Little's, the Matson Farm, because it was a Matson Corporation at it. That one, as far as I know, is savable. So they are going to section that off and deed that over to the township as a historic site. Unfortunately, as Mr. Anderson probably is very well aware, the
Yeah, you
Wilson
told me you
Farm-
were going to put me on a committee when you were at the train station, that we'll let you on the committee there, Joe. You can get a chance to go look at it yourself.
The
Where's
Wilson,
that going to be?
the Wilson
Where's that
Farm-
committee at?
The Wilson Farm has been deemed an unsafe structure, and that will be torn down. And I don't know
Who
what the
deems it
status of
unsafe?
that is.
It's been standing for years. No storm has knocked it down. Nothing has knocked it down. Where is it unsafe?
I had when I was a kid, I had family members that lived in that residence, and I can tell you from
How's that
the
not?
condition it was in then to now, if it's an unsafe structure, walls are probably cracked, foundation probably severely cracked from lack of maintenance, to the point where it would be unsafe to have anybody walking in there, and probably wouldn't find an insurance company that would be willing to insure that property for the township.
Do you think some kind of marker could be put there if it's tore down, or is that too much to ask, or?
Unfortunately, Joe, when it comes to something like that, if the entire lot was bought up by the warehouses, and they're not turning it over to us, they're going to level it and move forward. They could, I'm sure, I'm not speaking
But that's
for
not a
them,
go
but
right yet.
In my opinion.
It's still
they-
not a go, them
I'm sorry?
warehouses. Those warehouses where that farmhouse that you're talking about is going to be tore down, that's not that definite yet.
Rockefeller,
Yes.
I believe they have approvals. No, I agree with that, sir, yeah. No, they have some roadblocks yet, but they have approvals to move forward, but they've still got to jump over some hurdles.
Okay. The other question is, where are we at on the business administrator?
Nowhere.
Where's the applicants? Where's the applications that's been filed?
People have been applying, but they're not getting
I
called
keep
back.
hearing that you guys turn them down from the council.
Negative.
That it's your fault.
We were told that,
I mean, that's what social media says, is that you guys are getting the applications for them, yet you're turning them down.
no.
We don't get them. We get calls from people that have submitted applications.
We also get emails from applicants who have submitted applications numerous times and have not heard anything back from administration.
Correct. I have a lady right here that was from West Hampton.
Yes, sir.
She was the business administrator there. She was let go. She messaged me
She applied 3 times.
3 times.
I talked to her on the phone.
Never got an answer.
Yeah.
Why not, Mayor? Why didn't you get an answer? Is it because you can't work with a woman? Is that part of it, or what? Is that what you've been told by council or something? You can't hire a woman? guess that about does it. I'll see you in a couple weeks.
3 weeks, actually, 3 weeks. How about them Phillies, Joe? How about them Phillies? Yeah, the Mets suck too. But I can say that, they're my team.
I'm Marie Reynolds, Browns Mills. I didn't have anything to say tonight, but now hearing that the township is about to, or possibly getting another historic structure turned over to it, I'm going to plead with you one more time. Can we get some kind of legislation on historic preservation in the township? We don't have any, and we really do need that. Thanks. That's it.
I took a note, Marie. So how do we introduce those two now? Those
Wherever you
resolutions?
want that on
No, I
the,
don't
it's
have-
your pleasure.
no, I don't.
I have it. I can read the titles.
Okay,
and you
all
can
right.
vote on it.
Okay,
Okay.
all right. All right, consent agenda?
289 should be done separately.
Okay. Do we have a motion?
Motion to approve the resolutions as amended,
Are you approving the resolutions or the consent agenda?
the consent agenda.
Second?
I'll second.
Mr. Harper?
Yes.
Mr. Ward?
Yes.
Mr. Doyle?
Yes.
Mr. Dewey?
Yes.
Mr. Bianchini?
Yes. Okay, now we are adding two
We got to
resolutions.
vote on 289.
We can add the other two first, can't we?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
We're adding two resolutions, and we'll have the details at the next meeting for the public, but we want to approve those tonight just by title.
Madam Clerk, what number would the first resolution be?
301.
301. So we're going to add resolution 301 and 302, which we'll vote on separately. I'm sorry, we're going to take additions known as Resolution 301-2025 and Resolution 302-2025, which we're taking independently or separate from each other. 301-2025 would be a resolution of the Township of Pemberton, County of Burlington, State of New Jersey, authorizing the settlement of litigation in the matter of Belinda Frontinez v. Township of Pemberton, docket number 1:23-21514-ESK-SAK. I need a motion to approve the resolution.
Make a motion to approve that resolution.
I'll second.
I'm sorry, Mr. Connors, I'm sorry. Don't they have to add it to the agenda first before they can approve it?
No,
Oh, I thought you
doesn't have to be added to the agenda. I'm presuming that by reading it by title,
Okay.
you've done so.
Okay. I'm sorry, who was the first and the second? Mr. Doyle?
Yes.
Mr. Ward?
Yes.
Mr. Dewey?
Yes.
Mr. Harper?
Yes.
Mr. Bianchini?
Yes.
The second resolution is Resolution 302-2025. It's a resolution of the Township of Pemberton, County of Burlington, State of New Jersey, authorizing a settlement of litigation in the matter of Donna D. Palma v. Pemberton Township, docket number 1:24-CV-4742-ESK-AND. Need a motion and a second.
Make a motion to approve that.
I'll second.
Mr. Doyle?
Yes.
Mr. Dewey?
Yes.
Mr. Harper?
Yes.
Mr. Ward?
Yes.
Mr. Bianchini?
Yes. All right. Okay. Resolution 289, 2025, authorizing a collective negotiations agreement between the Township of Pemberton and the Communication Workers of America, Local 1040. This was tabled from the October 1st meeting.
Mr. President, if I could put something on the record just prior to us discussing this.
Sure.
At the last meeting, when we tabled this, I had abstained from the vote because when we're speaking about union employees, I automatically have it in my head that involves the police department. This, however, does not involve the PBA. It is a separate union. That was the reason for my abstaining before, because I have two family members in the PBA, of which I will not be voting on any contracts for them. But this, however, I will. Just wanted that for clarity, sir.
Thank you. Discussion? All right, we have a motion?
Make a motion to approve Resolution 289.
Second?
I'll second.
Mr. Doyle?
Yes.
Mr. Ward?
Yes.
Mr. Dewey?
Yes.
Mr. Harper?
No.
Mr. Bianchini?
Yes. Ordinances for second reading, public hearing, and/or adoption. Ordinance number 29, 2025, an ordinance of the Township of Pemberton County of Burlington, Township of Pemberton County of Burlington, State of New Jersey, amending Chapter 62, Affordable Housing. Public comments?
America Phillips. I got a question in reference to the affordable houses. How many affordable houses Pemberton Township has to have to comply their numbers?
79.
Okay. And right now, we have, I'm pretty sure the Brownwood is consisted in, yes, in affordable houses,
Yes, they are.
apartments, okay. And we have the Golden Terrace, or whatever the name is, that one, that's affordable houses too, is correct?
I'm not sure, is Golden
Yes.
Terrace? It is, yeah?
I believe it is.
Okay.
Okay, now off of Junction Road, we got all those houses. If we gotta have more than that in this town at this point. And how about the red carpet? What the red carpet is under? I know it's not a hotel, I know that.
It is a hotel.
Red Carpet is a hotel.
For the red carpet in the past was people, the low income, they were living in there?
They were, and correct me if I'm wrong, they changed that, right?
I think there's still a few in there. As a matter of fact, I think,
But they're in there illegally, though. I thought
no,
that's why
they restarted the program back up. We tried to get it out through the measures we took, but then they got the exceptions and whatever, and they got approval to start putting people back in there again. I think part of it was the elevator wasn't working, so they can't put them on the upper floors and a couple other things. So there are restrictions, but unfortunately, they are putting people back in there.
Okay, at this time, how many affordable houses or units that we have at this time?
Well, Ms. Phillips, each time they set a new round of affordable houses, you can only count certain ones, and we are getting 40 units counted for out of Browns Woods. So that leaves us with only having to come up with 39 houses.
How about Sunbury?
You can't count any of those.
Okay.
There's a formula that every 40 years, the apartments are allowed to put so many into play in each 10-year cycle, so.
Okay, that's mean for this year, they telling us that we gotta build the 79 units.
Well, 39 after you take out the 40 units from Browns Woods that count for it. And
Yeah,
that's over the next 10 years. That's
Like-
not this year.
Like
next
Josh
10
and I were
years.
just talking about, aren't those 39, aren't they covered under what's going to be at the Greenbergs?
Yeah.
Some are covered at Greenberg's and some are also
I think
covered
there's
at
16 in
Overlink if
Greenberg.
that goes.
That's correct. America, our obligation right now for the next 10 years, right, the way it sits, is zero.
All
We have a
all
surplus.
counted for.
Okay? We're good. We're not adding anything anywhere. We're not told to add anything anywhere. With everything that we have that was identified, by Mr. Remsa through the study with our community development, our obligation is zero. We're already covered. There's no other houses being added for low-income housing.
Okay, because the reason we don't have, we cannot just bring it up our town and get some rateables, because if we have all those houses, remember, we cannot collect hardly any money there. That's the reason we gotta pay the price. Now, I know their taxes going to go up beside the school, I know that in the future. Okay, that's what was my question, thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, again, Michelle Foreman. Okay, I'm trying to understand what y'all are saying, but I have a few more questions. Okay, so right now we're good? Right now, we don't need any more affordable homes in Browns Mills? Right now? As it stands?
Everything counted for the next 10 years, yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought I was understanding you saying. Now, the next question is, say, for example, hope it fails, but the Greenberg, say, right? Once we get those, if it goes through, which I hope it fails, say 500 units over there. Once we get that, will they be able to tell us we need more affordable units? 20% of
No.
anything?
No,
Nothing
not
at
for
all?
another 10 years.
Nothing at all?
Council President, can I add in? Michelle, I think, forgive me if I'm misunderstanding what you're saying,
Yeah.
but I think you're thinking that we actually have to physically have these houses, and I don't believe that's a fact. We have to have the availability, the zoning requirements to accommodate that kind of houses, or the plans to develop those kind of houses. Like the Greenberg that you just said, there's 300, 400 houses going in there. There's a very small percentage, 10%, so there's probably 29 houses going in there that are affordable houses. So that's the number, and I'm estimating, I don't know the exact numbers, but that's the number we used when we submitted the numbers to the state, calculating what we currently have. And then there's also areas in the town that's zoned where we can do building or the home rehab program and other things that gets us well over the 79 number that we're required to have. So when we reported back to the state, we let them know that we do have that opportunity for some of these developments like the Greenberg and some of the other developments that we're possibly looking at in the future, and that satisfied our requirement through the state.
Okay, you all shaking your heads, so you all understand what he just said, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Okay, it's okay, I'll listen to it,
Basically,
and figure it out.
if the Greenberg project doesn't go to full, expansion of the 300, it's not our fault and we're not responsible. But if it goes to its full build-out, we're responsible for the 30-some homes there, and that's it. Yeah. Yeah. That's all the state wants to know, is we have the availability there, yeah.
Okay, okay, thank you. All right, I hope this is, I know you're gonna say it's off topic, I just know it, maybe, but if you do, I won't get mad, because I probably am, but did Greenberg didn't go through yet, did it? I mean, there still has to go through environmental and different things, right? It's not a done deal yet, right?
It's pretty much a done deal, yeah, yeah.
That's been a done deal.
Just working out some fine tuning.
Ooh, bad news for me, but, okay. All right, let me see. Oh, yeah, I know what I want to know. So you have this ordinance right here, right? It's 29/2025, right?
Yep.
You all know who wrote this?
Yeah.
Who? Just wondering, was it the state, or was it one of you people in the township?
The guidance comes from the state on how to write it.
Guidance?
Mark Remsa put it together.
Mark put it together, okay. Mr. Remsen, okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Mhm.
Pat Guthrie, 17 Birmingham Road. I just have a question, since we're all kind of discussing these ordinance. We're supposed to have these things posted on the website and the agenda to make the public aware of what's going on during these council meetings. Is it being advertised anywhere else to let the people know so that, like, there might have been other people that were concerned and would have liked to have been here for this ordinance, and just like with the last zoning meeting, what they passed during the zoning meeting? And since it's not being advertised on the township website anymore and being posted due to computer glitches, is it actually, okay for it to go through?
This was posted on the township website.
If you go to the township website right now, there is no agenda.
It had to go in the news section.
The news section?
Go ahead.
Excuse me, Ms. Guthrie, ordinance number 29, 2025 went up on the township website actually just after the last meeting. There is a section for all the ordinances proposed
Okay,
and
and it
what's been adopted.
says when their meetings are going to be held?
Yes, at the very bottom of the ordinance, it explains, it has the public hearing date.
I just
Yes,
thought it
Dan's
was supposed
explaining
to be
it.
advertised on the website.
It's also posted in the hallway on the bulletin board, but the ordinances are posted, after they're introduced, they're posted up on the website under the ordinance section. Once we have the agenda and everything set, that's posted up on the website, and it's usually on the calendar. Unfortunately, we were having a website issue this week. This morning, we were able to get it up under a news section. But the ordinance itself has been up on the website.
So somewhere along the lines, I got to search for this news section so that I can see what's being discussed?
It was posted as a news article. As soon as you open up the website, it's right in the middle of the website. We couldn't,
You can't miss it.
there was an issue with the calendar. We couldn't get anything to pop up on the calendar.
Okay. Just kind of a little concern for future ordinances and issues that may be being discussed during the meetings. And it's nice, since we all discussed it, and I wasn't the only one that was concerned where it was at, now that it's out in the Zoom or, on what, the YouTube or whatever, then anyone that's listening knows where to find it also. But thank you.
Thanks, Pat. Anybody else? We need a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve ordinance number 29, 2025.
Second.
Mr. Ward?
Yes.
Mr. Doyle?
Yes.
Mr. Harper?
Yes.
Mr. Dewey?
Yes.
Mr. Bianchini?
Yes. New business, 11A, Council's review of New Jersey Department of Community Affairs Best Practices Questionnaire.
Nothing really we have to
No.
approve or nothing, right? It's just.
No, you don't have to vote on it. It's, you just have to review it, and we have to be able to tell the state that you reviewed it.
Okay. And so 11B approves firefighter relief association applications for the Pemberton Township Fire Company for Ayana Gonzalez, Frank Romero, Sean Brathwaite Jr., Roberto Fernandez.
Yeah, I'd make a motion to approve those 4 new firefighters for
second.
the Relief Association.
Mr. Harper?
Yes.
Mr. Ward?
Yes.
Mr. Doyle?
Yes.
Mr. Dewey?
Yes.
Mr. Bianchini?
Yes. Item number 12, approval by council required for payment of vouchers on bill list dated 10/9/2025.
Page 2, ARH. I want to pull that until we get everything straightened out with them.
Yeah, I believe at the last meeting, Chris, we talked about them constantly failing to complete work, and we had to get other engineers to complete it. So I guess that's our chance to hold up some payments until we get that straightened out.
Yeah, but isn't this with the work that's being done over here right now with the new wells? It says New Lisbon Water System, so I'm thinking that that's these 2 pump stations that they've been working on.
Yeah, I know that,
Doesn't matter.
but we got issues with them as far as we paid them for work and they didn't complete it. We had to get ERI in at least twice that I'm aware of to take care of things that they didn't, so we got to have some leverage to negotiate this.
I'm fairly sure that this is work that has been completed, has been done in compliance with that project.
Oh, well.
And there is, Maybe our solicitor can tell me what it is, but I'm pretty sure there is a law that says that we will pay our bills in a timely
Payment
fashion.
Act that requires payment within a certain amount of
30
time.
days, I believe.
Correct.
So, I mean, if we don't pay this, we're going to probably end up in litigation on this one, too.
What's another lawsuit?
How long has the bill been?
Shouldn't matter.
It's relatively new.
I would advise the governing body to pay the bill, and we need to sit down with this engineering company. Mayor, if you would acquiesce to a meeting that I would have with you and the engineering company. If that pleases council.
The only thing I disagree on is they've performed work without inspections. They performed work without permits. The fiasco we have across the street with the ball field lights is ARH. They were,
And I would acknowledge that, Councilmember Dewey, except for the fact that unless they had not gotten the proper inspections for this particular job for which the bill was submitted, and I don't know for fact one way or the other because I've not reviewed the bill.
Your mic on, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, not a problem. The concern that I would have is that the bill that's being presented for payment is for a job in which all the inspections, in fact, have been done, notwithstanding the past practice or the allegations of the past practice where that did not have occurred. So consideration, and the mayor is correct, the Prompt Payment Act requires that bills be paid within 30 days of their submission. I wouldn't want the township to be exposed, adding insult to injury by requiring us to pay this engineering firm even more money than they billed us because we withheld our vote to pay it on this particular bill. What I am suggesting, and in continuance of what I suggested in the last meeting, is that I have an opportunity to sit down with the mayor and his staff to go over the past practices of this engineering firm not getting the proper inspections, and perhaps sitting down with them and going forward, certainly, if that's the case with this engineering firm, that we just not do any business with them anymore.
We're phasing them out.
I can't go back. I can't go
Yeah.
back.
the problem is the position that they have this town in. How, we pay them, and then when it's time for us to recoup money, we don't get it.
Well, it's certainly
We
a
need a little
decision.
leverage.
Okay, well, then it's a decision of the governing body. I can only provide,
Yeah.
some thoughts as to going forward. And as I mentioned at the last meeting, actually, there's two ways to handle it. You could either be a plaintiff in the matter or a defendant. If we don't pay the bill, we'll be a defendant arguing the case. Or we can consider perhaps being a plaintiff where we have paid bills and find out the work has not been done.
You can look right across the street.
It's up to
You
the
guys do-
members of the governing body.
Any more discussion?
It's not any money out of my pocket.
Motion?
Yeah, since Chris is going to work with the mayor and take care of this issue with ARH, make a motion to approve the bill list.
I'll second that.
Mr. Harper?
Yes.
Mr. Doyle?
Yes.
Mr. Ward?
Yes.
Mr. Dewey?
No.
Mr. Bianchini?
Yes. Solicitors report.
I have nothing, Mr. President.
Mayor?
I wrote down 4 things I wanted to talk about, and I added one, but one we already talked about, and I'm going to just mention, I'm a little disappointed that we're not going to have fireworks at the Fall Fest. The other one is we approved 2 resolutions for the Affordable Housing Rehab Program tonight. I know I'd asked a question yesterday about the mortgage paperwork that accompanies that normally. Did we get signed copies of that mortgage paperwork?
You had him last.
I did receive for one of them.
For one of them?
I received one for one of the properties.
Okay. Horse is already out the barn, so not much I can do there. The other question come up tonight about the shopping plaza. And somebody posted a sign that says Mr. Ellie's closing Sunday. So if that's true, I'm going to assume that he's going to start getting ready to move out. That is his facility until the 16th of November, unless he comes in and gives us the keys. But I'd really like to get ready now so that we can move forward on that. I've already talked to Public Works about, doing the utilities disconnect and all that. We can't do any of that until we get the keys to the building. But we do have that Fifth Amendment for New Horizons that's still hanging out there for their redevelopment agreement. I don't believe that that's been addressed, and
It was approved and signed.
was it? I thought we didn't do that. My bad. The other one is, I just want to bring something to your attention. If you haven't heard, you're going to hear. Council advised us that they were aware of some incorrect sewer billing. They mandated that we review sewer bills and go after errors in bills. And we did find, I believe, 29 errors that we sent out letters to businesses saying you have not been billed correctly. So this is what your new bill will be. And according to one of the ordinance or laws that we came across, we're allowed to back bill 3 years with interest. And that was done. And we have been contacted by Archer Griner. They're asking questions about this. It does look like there will be litigation on this. So I just wanted to give you a heads up on it. And then this weekend is going to be a very, very busy weekend. As was mentioned, homecomings this weekend. I think there's a Clean Communities event this weekend. And one of my family's favorites is the Chadsworth Cranberry Festival is this weekend. So I hope everyone has a chance to experience some of that, and I hope everyone is safe. Thanks, everyone, for coming out, and that's all I have.
We already made our comments, so thank you all again for coming out tonight and bearing with us during that long closed session. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.